Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video for you guys about how I plan my meals for my dinners throughout the week. This is how I stay on top of it. If that's the kind of video you're after, stay tuned. So one of the first things I do is I get my chalkboard out. This is one of the best things I've ever bought for myself. Obviously you've got your Mondays to Sunday, and then you've got Rich, Riley and myself, and then all the way down I know what we're having each day. Obviously that is not an ideal situation for you to be doing if you're cooking up a meal. If you're trying to be frugal, you want to make sure that you're doing the same thing for everybody. In this household that just doesn't happen. Basically all I've got to do is come to this board every night and make sure I'm taking out the freezer anything that they're going to need. So if it's Sunday night, I look for what's supposed to be eaten the next day, know that Rich is going to need mince out for spaghetti bolognese, Riley is going to need to get a chicken fillet out of there that I can cut up, and then obviously with his veg we tend to buy that fresh and steam it. I am not against having frozen veg though, I surely just don't have one with it in my freezer at the moment. And then salad, particularly boring for me, but it's prawn salad, so I've got to make sure I'm taking a handful of prawns out and they're defrosting overnight as well. If we go over to the freezer, this is where I keep my sanity. So, in the first drawer, what I do for Riley is we buy a big box of meatballs. So with the meatballs, there's 3 in a bag. I take one out the night before, and if Richard's got spaghetti bolognese or something, I take one of those out as well. I have spare soup in here in case he's got a sore throat or teething or anything like that as well. In the next drawer, we have chicken. I have spare pasta, which is chicken and bacon. I've got chicken quarters, I think they're called, for Rich. So if that's what he's going to be having, I take one of those out. Obviously we've got spare chips in here because we're trying to make everything fit. So if I need to whip something up really fast, I've got chicken drumsticks. These are chicken fingers, but usually we have fish fingers. I picked up the wrong one. And then we've got cooked pasta that I can quickly warm up as well. The last drawer, we have the things that are already been used. So bits of pasta, filled pasta that need to be used up for Riley next time. Hello. And then we've got things like the next lot of mince, because we rotate the mince from up here. So this is the one that needs to get used, and then we have things that are potato and carrot waffles. So if we are doing something for a cheap drawer, we can put the potato waffles with it. The best thing you can do when it comes to your freezer is rotate. Every now and again, about once every 2 months, I do an itinerary of what I've got in there. Everything gets rotated. Unfortunately, if it does need to get chucked, it gets chucked. Otherwise, we try and keep on top of it as much as possible. So sometimes what I do, if the mince really isn't defrosting, is I just leave it on the side on a plate here. My top tip, if you have a dog, is leave it somewhere that the dog actually can't get at it. The amount that this dog has eaten of our mince is unreal. One of my top tips is to have a snack drawer. It can be filled with whatever you think is healthy, carrot sticks, whatever you want. We choose to keep it as a sort of little pantry at the same time as well. But do have a snack drawer that's low down, and it's okay for them to go in and play and to get something themselves. It teaches a little bit of independence. You do have to watch them and make sure that they're not going back constantly to get more food, but it might make your life a little easier as well. Excuse the stuff at the bottom, that is our friends are having a little girl, so it's a little congratulations bag. In here is what we call the goodie drawer for Riley. Now he can come at any point and grab something out of here. In the morning I tend to cut up fruit and leave it in there so he can come along and just grab one of those. This is our emergency stash of meals basically. When he's teething, he really hates chewing, he gets a bit of a sore throat. Anything that is just a bit more liquidized is better for him. So that is our emergency stash. Here is our second emergency stash. We have just tried him on these sort of Heinz meals and he hates them with a passion. So more than likely we're going to have to go and donate them to somewhere, or get rid of them somehow, potentially try and eat them ourselves, but he hated it. I don't know if it's too sweet or what. So at the back then we've got the rice cakes. Rice cakes always stay at the back, or they stay up on top of the counter so that Riley can't reach them, because he will just keep going back again and again and again for more. Then we have all our cans of peas and veg and anything that we can put alongside a meal for him. We've got our emergency bibs, like if we're about to go out. We've got porridge for breakfast with syrups and everything like that in the back as well.
Okay, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, leave it a like. Feel free to subscribe. We'd love for you to stick around and be part of the family. And I shall see you later on.